Hi, everybody. Welcome to the weekend update, September 6th. I am back in the office today after a couple days in D.C., having fun, getting to really network and talk to a lot of the top people in the industry. So a lot of great lessons I learned the last 2 days in D.C. It is still going on this morning, or went on this morning, Friday, but I had enough learning and then networking for 2 days. Wanted to get back here in the office and catch up today. So we are doing the weekend update today. We'll dive into all the great things going on at Samson. So first thing is our weekly market report, checking in. So Lisa Sturdivant is the one for Bright that sends these reports out every week. And I felt like it was a celebrity because Lisa Sturdivant gave a speech at Risk Media. I was like, this is Lisa. I get her email every week. So anyway, this is the Bright Weekly Snapshot report. And she actually went deep into the whole economy, what's going on, and all sorts of fun stuff. All right, showings in the last week in the DC metropolitan area. So we were down 10% from a week ago, a little bit more showings than this point last year. So not totally alarmed at that lack of showings, although as interest rates drop, you would think these would pop up a little bit more. You almost feel like some people are waiting because they think the rates are going to drop. I would argue, if I was talking to buyers, I know my friend Jared James was just on social media this morning saying the same thing, is I would encourage those buyers to get out now. Rates have already come down now, but you got a little bit more of a balanced market. If you wait for the rates to hit the bottom in a couple months, 3 months, 6 months, well, now everybody's rushing out there, and now all of a sudden you're competing with a bunch of people. Today you can get a great interest rate and lack of competition. Less competition is a lot more important than an interest rate in the great scheme of the world. Interest rates change. Competition drives the price up 20, 30, 50 grand, and that's the price forever that you bought the house for. So just some food for thought. Purchase contracts down 3% from a week ago, up 4% from last year at this time, so that's good stuff. New listings actually up 5.5%. A little bit weird because last week would have been going into Labor Day weekend. Typically, I would think that we kind of see a little bit less in that time period, so it was 9% more than last week or last year at the same week. I would think this week, the week after Labor Day, we should see the listings pop up a big. We normally kind of see a fall push after Labor Day. Everybody's back from summer vacation, back at school, back on their routines, back into the traffic. Everybody's seeing every morning now that they had liked missing for a little while. At the bottom there, the active listings is still the one we love to track. Down 5% from a week ago, so actually a little bit less inventory out there, which is evening out a little bit, but 40% more still from last year at this time. That's a big deal. That's what I mean by being a balanced market. If we have 40% more listings and similar demand, then it's going to give a lot more opportunity to buy those houses without a ton of competition. North Central Virginia, down 14% in showings from a week ago. It's kind of a big number, and down 6% from a year ago. But again, it's Labor Day weekend. It's tough to judge. Sometimes there's less showings unless you're super serious. Maybe you're taking that Labor Day weekend to hang out with friends and family, that kind of stuff. New listings actually up 3% from a week ago and up 14% from a year ago at this point. Our active listings up 16.5%, so not quite as dramatic as the DC metropolitan area, but these have been similar numbers every week for that North Central Virginia market. Baltimore Metro, these have been pretty similar to DC, down 5% showings, down 8% from a year ago at this point. Our new listings were pretty balanced week over week and up 5% from a year ago at this point, so good stuff there. And then our active listings at the bottom, pretty flat, 1% less than a week ago, and then 30% more active listings than a year ago at the same point. So similar point I made earlier with the DC metropolitan market with 40%, this is 30% in the Baltimore metropolitan area. Last one, Maryland, West Virginia Panhandle, we're up 2% in showings from week over week, up 6% from a year ago. Purchase contracts fairly flat, 3 and 4%. It's nothing we're going to talk about. New listings up 18% from a week ago, which is, I remember we dipped weirdly in this last week. It was like 160, so we're up to 200 this week. So a little bit more listings onto the market. And then active listings, similar, 28% more than a year ago at this point, which is good news. Up 1% from a year ago. So more inventory out there, more opportunities to buy, a little bit more of a balanced market. We're going to talk more about that in a second. Our top performers from last week, so August 26th to August 30th, in individual volume in our whole company, Yvette Lawless, Maggie Li, Ahmad Azzarkani, good job. Chen and Michelle Gildea, our top 5, great job. Our top 5 individuals in transactions, fairly new to us out there in West Virginia, great job. Suzy Joran, number 1 in transactions for the whole company last week. William Carranza, Michelle Gildea, Tammy Irby, and Kamal Parakh. Some great agents that are out that list. Those last 3 have been rock stars for us for a while. Our top 5 teams and volume: Shepherd Homes Group, the One Street Company, Carolyn Young Homes, Sakan Realty Group, great job there, and the Casey Samson team, top 5 in volume for the week. Top 5 teams in transactions for last week: Shepherd Homes Group with the double number 1 for the week. Carolyn Young Homes, great job. The One Street Company, One South Realty Group, and then Team Harper, Carl Harper and crew, bringing it strong. Shout out to Carl. I had his, he was very nice. He got me some nice Nike Air Jordans, and I sported them on stage yesterday, so I felt very fresh. I got some nice compliments on them, so thank you, Carl. Some announcements. Our sales meeting for the fall market will be September 18th. We're going to have a special guest appearance there by Casey Samson, talking about a new class that he's going to teach for us. So September 18th, great sales meeting. Let's see how we're in a month after some of these changes are made. We're going to talk about some of the things going on. Afterwards, you want to stick around because we got our cornhole tournament. You guys got 2 weeks left to be out there practicing. Less than 2 weeks because Justin and I are coming for you. But we've got some extra long games this year: Jenga, Connect 4, Giant Pong, Battle Putt Golf, some fun times. Have some food, have some drinks, ice cream truck. Just even if you're not a cornhole player, come and hang out. Fellowship with each other. So it'll be a great afternoon there on the 18th in our parking lot here at headquarters here at Chantilly. Top Producer Takeover, October 18th. Jared James, the fantastic. He's going to be our keynote speaker in the morning. I did rally up about 8 or 10 already guest speakers this week. More to come announcing all of them, but some great speakers from all over the region, great team leads, very successful agents that I think will really be able to drop knowledge on building team, how they're succeeding in today's market. Some really great intel from top-end people all over the industry, not just Samson Properties, but different companies all over coming together. So I'm really excited about that. We've got people from EXP, Real, Keller, Compass, Berkshire Hathaway, so 5 or 6 other companies already signed up. So good stuff there. Ticket options, you can sign up there. We've already got a bunch of you pre-sale. I've already bought tickets and some VIP options. So look into that. We'd love to have you sign up now. We have not even sent these out to the public yet and all the other realtors. So you can make sure you secure your ticket. If we send out to the public and say Jared James and a bunch of these other speakers are going, they might get gobbled up. So plan your day, buy your ticket now. We'd love to see you. Remember, if you go to Top Resources Success Guide, we've got all the great stuff that Samson has to offer. A lot of the great contract videos, contract form classes that we are able to teach coming up to this August 17th date, and some of the contract changes in every jurisdiction. But some great classes in there, great ways to connect and use some of our resources. So the last 2 days, this was me. I was in DC. It's good. The Riz Media CEO and Leadership Exchange, just really good stuff. You can see the picture on the left there. That's me on stage as I was leaving. I threw up and did the selfie, and I don't think I'm supposed to do that, but it's fun. On the right there, you see me and my panel. It was good stuff. The lady leading it is on the chairman of the board with Bright MLS. She's also a VP with Howard Hanna. So great stuff. And then you see on the right there, we also Meredith and I were able to go to a mix and mingle cruise with all these leaders Wednesday night around the Potomac. So good stuff there. They did catch me doing the electric slide, I suppose. Meredith sniped me doing those 2 pictures. And, it was fun times for all. So great stuff. I was able to learn a lot, talk to a lot of good people, think about some things we might be implementing at Samson going forward. So I'll have some more discussions about that. We're going to be at trade shows all over. Special shout out, actually, all the pictures of me on stage, they were from Ryan McLaughlin, our MVR CEO, who was in the crowd taking the pictures. So thanks to Ryan there. We've got some great trade shows we're going to coming up. Maryland, we're going to be at the Maryland Association of Realtors Trade Show in Ocean City, the 16th to the 18th. Come see us there. GBBR, October 17th. And then MVR at Capital One Hall, October 22nd. Did a lot of talking with Ryan about that. It's going to be a great event. Some great speakers at that place as well. So blow this up for me here, Zach. I want to dive into these. We've been getting these out to you guys by email, but the Cardinal Title Group recent contract trends. This is awesome the Cardinal Title is doing. So we get about 150 contracts a week from Cardinal. So they're pulling all this data in, and they're shooting it out in real time. So when we send these out on Wednesday or Thursday, it is all the data from that week through the weekend. Collected on Monday, take 24 hours, make sure we got it all correct, then we're pushing it out. So this is real-time data, contracts, not closings, contracts going in. So you can see that, on the left there, contract price, we got still about half of them are going higher than list price. The white is list price and the black is lower than list price. but definitely that would have looked a whole lot different before. The financing contingency, most of our people are getting their financing contingency on the bottom right. The blue is yeses, the black is nos. And then appraisal contingency, most people are kind of getting in there, although it's more 50-50 in Virginia, it looks like. Home inspection, looks like not as many last week, actually. So the blacks, the nos, were getting a lot less home inspections than I would think. The top right, this is the one that's most relevant, right? Everybody's concerned about, are the buyer reps getting paid? 98% of deals, we had the buyer reps paid last week. 98% were part of the contract. That only 2% were sellers not paying the buyer reps in there. So that's good stuff. And then we had, of the 98%, how much were they actually paying? Well, 94% of those contracts were paying 2% or higher. So mostly 2, 2.5, a few threes in there. We're just going to charge 2% or higher. That means that they're giving a relatively good sum that most of us would be okay with at the end of the day. So 94% of those contracts had 2% or more in there. So some other great stats. These are going out to you guys by email every week on Cardinal Title Group. They're putting them on socials as well. But use this, what you're doing every day. You can only evaluate what you're doing on 1 or 2 contracts, but we can actually talk to you about what's going on in the industry right now all over the place with 150 different contracts every week. Tetchman, Richmond area. We have finally launched it. We've got a great lawyer down there, Abby Phillips. So through her independent law firm, we've got it set up. We can do your seller side only closings now, starting Monday. Rate those contracts this week. Put that out. We're going to have an email going out to everybody with all the information, but you're going to send them to seller contracts at cardinaltitlegroup.com, seller contracts at cardinaltitlegroup.com, so they can handle your seller sides. The lawyer represented would be Abby's law firm, so we'll take great care of you at Cardinal. On your seller side only. I know down Richmond. Right now it's just for the Richmond areas. I know that everybody wants us to do this all area, but Richmond is very much different in that it's a lot more lawyer-centric, a lot more split closings with different people. So we are going to launch that in our Richmond area and look for more information coming out by email. So we'd appreciate that support down there in our Libby Mill and Main Street offices. Lunch and Learns, please come out and see us. Next week we'll be in Alexandria, Bowie, Tyson's. Then we'll be in Martinsburg, McLean, at Eddie's V's, and then Haymarket all the following week, and then Richmond and Bethesda in 2 weeks from now. So lots of great opportunities to come out, see us, learn about Samson Properties, invite your realtors in there. Remember, we give you those realtor referrals, those realtor rewards for recommending people to Samson. Some upcoming classes. Lynn's been all over teaching our buyer consultation class. We're going to be in Bowie on Tuesday, Silver Spring on Thursday. Sign up, come, it is worth it. Focus on your things. She's got great ways to focus your learning, build it up from there. So excited about that. MVR contract class Monday the 9th, bright and early in the studio here, 10 o'clock. First thing Monday morning, come in, meet with Steve. It's always a popular class to go over contract stuff with Steve. Group coaching class on Tuesdays with Stephanie Brock. Tips and tricks for working with buyers in today's market. You can get in there and learn from Stephanie, get some great tips from her. Thank you, Stephanie. Tuesday as well, all you Maryland, we're going to be at Maryland, the Maryland Rec, the investigators, they're going to have a class. So it's Fraser West and Nathan Jackson come to discuss best business practices. Great class from the Maryland Rec. So I would highly encourage you to get to the Bowie office for this class. It'll be worth your time for sure. So great job to our Maryland staff setting up that meeting. Our HQDs, super popular time to engage with each other. Great classes all day, great information. We're going to be in Bowie on Wednesday the 11th, this Wednesday. 2 weeks, we'll be in headquarters here the 25th, then Lake Ridge on October 2nd, Silver Spring on October 9th. So some great opportunities to interact with us in Maryland and Virginia coming up in the next few weeks. Just a sample lineup, you see we've got great classes all day at our HQDUs. Looks like Sarah and I are going to be 10:30 to 11:30 that day with our business building seminar, but we've got lots of just great lead generation classes on how to use our platforms, talking over how to work with buyer agency, commission conversations, just great classes throughout the day. And we feed you breakfast and lunch, so good stuff there, right? Recap of everything for next week. Steve, Monday morning, first thing. Boost, need a weekly boost. Monday, 10:30, hop in there with Lynn Hamilton, our virtual class, get you going for the week. Zillow Showcase, how to win your listings webinar, Monday at 11. Creative search and using Bright MLS. So Bright MLS webinar. Bright's a powerful tool. We need to make sure we can use all the great tools it has with it. Monday afternoon. KV Core workshop Monday afternoon in our Chantilly office. So come into the office to do that KV Core hands-on workshop. Buyer consultation class in Bowie on Tuesday with Lynn. Group coaching class at the same time with Stephanie. That Maryland Rec Investigator class Tuesday at 12. So right after Lynn will be 10 to 12. Then you got the Maryland Rec Investigator 12 to 2:30. Great day of training in Bowie. Sky Slope training Tuesday afternoon. HQDU in Bowie all day Wednesday. So Bowie, you guys are getting fed next week. You got buyer consultation class, you got the Maryland Rec, and then Wednesday you got HQDU all day in Bowie. Then Lynn will be in Thursday. She'll be in Silver Spring. Buyer consultation, mastermind, $5 to $10 million group Thursday morning. Lynn's got a why understanding is important class Thursday, and then her at the bottom there, master your marketing, selling your value. That's the virtual class on Thursday with Lynn. And then Bill Pipes, he's doing a Samson training. So great national coach, capitalizing on the coming market. You can log in there virtually. Richard has set that up Thursday at 2 o'clock. Some great new training on capitalizing on the coming market. So, it's always great to hear training and hear great speakers talk about how to build your business, and sometimes hearing different perspectives is worthwhile. Friday morning, fast track commercial real estate training with Aladdin at 8:30. Residential contract addenda class for NVAR Friday at 10 o'clock with Steve. Weekly mortgage update Friday, financing Friday at 10. And then Sky Slope training to close out the week with Stephanie as well. Just want to continue to thank you for all your great closings with Cardinal Title Group and your support. We're continuing to grow in a fantastic way. As those contracts, if they do dwindle as we get into fall and winter, just even more important to support us there. We have fantastic staff. We're continuing to build that up. And if you continue to support Cardinal in the great ways you are, we can continue to build this company in just an amazing way. I was at this conference the last couple of days and was able to talk to a lot of leaders and learn some stuff, and just really encouraged by all the great stuff that we're doing, and how so many top agents from other companies are coming to us and they're saying, like, this is a great place to be. I feel so welcomed. I love jumping into the tools. Everybody, all your staff, all your realtors, all your managers, everybody's so nice. It just makes me feel great. I feel awesome about where we are. So thank you for all your great hard work, support, loyalty, continuing to refer people to join Samson. It's all just going in a great way. And, we're going to continue to pour back into you with great education, great training, great tools, great things to help you become successful. So lean into us. We'll help move forward together. So have a great weekend. Some Friday lights, get the high school football going. We got NFL kicked off last night. Great game. If anybody stayed up like I did, watch that Chiefs-Ravens game. Got the Redskins taking the field. Sorry to all you Ravens fans watching out there. It was a tough loss at the end. But the Redskins, Commanders, taking the field on Sunday with Jaden Daniels. So great, starting to feel like fall. So good stuff out there. And we'll see you on Wednesday in Bowie and all over our footprint and all of our other different classes. Take care, and we'll see you soon.